Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our game, where a group of misfits get together and play some D&D. We're currently running Waterdeep Dungeons of the Mad Mage. To start off, I'd like to say that all maps and images used in this campaign are the intellectual properties of Wizards of the Coast. We'll be playing using D&D Beyond, Roll20, and Discord. All ambient sounds are courtesy of Tabletop Audio. And for our other contributors, please see the description below. None of these companies are sponsors or any other way affiliated with us. I'm Rainmaker, and I'll be your DM for the evening. Tonight I'm joined by some good friends to roll some dice and try to have some fun. And
Well said.
And so it begins.
And so it begins.
Try being the operative word.
You, but I don't have to try very hard to have fun in this game.
Right?
So last week, unless someone else wants to take it,
Oh, no.
Do it.
per PJ/Chance's notes, we headed back to the vampires to talk to them to try and find out how to get to Skullport. They only knew how to get back to the Yawning Portal. Chance did want to kill them all. Everyone else apparently is a chicken.
Yeah. I'm shocked to learn that reading these notes.
We made our way back to the map room, where, upon tinkering with the map, Curious decided to go check all the walls and found a secret passage. Going through those passages, we eventually found a 30-foot high room with a statue that had a regular head and a deformed head, and that got investigated, and we eventually found the circlet of blasting there, which Odd is currently wearing.
In addition to all his other accoutrements.
Yes, while Chance was figuring the magical properties of that out and trying to identify any other magic that might be around, the party kind of surveyed the area after finding the steps, found some bugbears who weren't very helpful, and some goblins who also weren't very helpful and kind of wanted to kill us, but we got out without any scuffles. Decided enough of this, let's go down to the next level, and made our way through there, finding a goblin bazaar. Sully started leading negotiations with them. We, of course, leveled up in the middle of all of that. And yeah, there's a bunch of different shops here. There's going to be a slave auction later, but the only person who knows that is Sully currently. I think that pretty well covers it. So we have Sully can speak Goblin, Shay can speak Goblin, and apparently Markov can talk into people's minds, although I guess we don't know that. But Markov can. And yeah, that's where we left off. There are some healing potions for sale at a premium at the one stall.
An extreme premium, like a 3 times
Yes.
premium.
Yes.
150 gold each, but there are a couple of them, and we probably could use them.
Island prices.
I believe we had spoken about, since the island prices are here, and we do have some premium armor and possible weapons that we're not using. Maybe trading would be an idea.
Yes, because I have a, I don't know why I'm carrying it,
Go
but
away.
leather armor.
Sorry.
And I have a chain shirt.
I think I've got a spare battle axe I can get rid of.
So what are you guys doing?
I want to find the person selling armor to see if I can sell them my leather armor.
Okay. This stall here, and this stall here are all three selling armor.
Well,
Or what
I'm
looks
going to go to
be
this one
armor.
first because it's closest.
Do
Okay.
you speak Goblin?
Oh, I. Why don't we try common? They not speak common? Have we not tried that yet?
Speak
We-
common.
We have tried speaking common. They don't speak common. I lost you guys for a minute there.
I will say I'm happy to translate for you.
Hmm. Hey, I need to get some cash.
Before we go over, I will just say, for in case for healing, I've got 2 greater healing potions and 2 regular. So we're not hurting right now, but
Sully.
I got nothing.
Sully, roll me a perception check.
Oh, I think we lost him again.
Rats.
off to a stellar start.
That's all right. Technical difficulties are to be expected. Okay. Odd and Shay, you're going to head over and try and haggle with the goblins?
Yes, and I figure I'd start with them right there.
Okay.
Yes.
You head over to the booth, and the goblin comes walking up, and he starts gibbering in goblin. Shay, you understand him. He's like, hey, what do you want? What are you looking for? I got all kinds of stuff here. And he starts reaching in and grabbing stuff. He's got old, worn leather armor. He's got a few pieces of slightly rusted, like a slightly rusted breastplate, some chainmail that hasn't seen oil since it was made.
Hmm.
I will go along with them and just kind of look over Odd's shoulder,
Okay.
just out of idle curiosity.
Shay, could you tell him I want to try to raise a little cash first? Would you tell them I have this nice, and I pull out my leather armor that I am not wearing and looking around for reasons unknown in a pack, I guess. Would like to sell this and see what he would give me for it.
I want to observe the goblin when he pulls out this really nice armor and see how they react.
Yes, it actually is in good shape. I wore it for less than, well, not very long, and with my character, I'm meticulous about that stuff. It's well oiled.
He looks at it, and he you can see he's a little excited about it because it's probably the nicest thing he's seen that wasn't on an adventurer. He takes it and he looks over it. He tells Shay, I'll give you 3 gold for it.
3?
Yeah.
And how much are you charging for this? And I point to his wares.
And is there a particular piece you're pointing to?
Another similar piece of leather armor.
He tells you that one's 30 gold.
And
do I know
understand-
anything about goblin culture? Like, do they enjoy the barter? Do they enjoy the arguing on this kind of thing? Or are they just kind of shysters?
Well, from what I remember, they were always shysters.
Yeah, you could roll me a history check. Let's see what you know
Ready?
about goblins.
Probably not a lot.
While she's doing that, is there anything that looks interesting aside from being old and used up?
Now, most of it looks
It's
battle
just
worn.
basic.
It's basic. You can surmise just kind of looking at it that this is stuff they've probably found throughout the dungeon, usually on a dead adventurer.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for anything that might be, even if it is broken or rusty, have something special to it. Just idly. I don't really expect anything to be here, but just in case.
Right. At this particular stall, nothing really catches your eye.
Sure. I'll just hang out. I'll look intimidating behind Odd. As intimidating as Tiffany can look with her perfect hair.
I'm also going to throw in my standard rapier with it as well. But the thing I will say to Shay in common, hopefully they don't understand, is just to let you know kind of a context, whatever you're saying. This cost me around 10 gold pieces new. I don't necessarily expect to get 10, although here, since they're triple charging.
Well, currently the rusty leather armor or the not in good condition leather armor that they have,
Mhm.
they want 30 gold pieces for,
Oh my
but they're
goodness.
only willing to give you 3.
No,
Three's not
So,
acceptable.
you do have to kind of think of the position, though, and the economics, supply, demand, all that, and other capitalist shit. You know,
sure. And
we're,
we
we're
have a far better supply, and they don't
well,
have a lot we want.
well, we do, but other adventurers.
You could always try bartering.
Yes, please.
All right,
Why don't you
I'll try
offer him maybe
bartering.
say like, I don't know, 10? Or do you think I should
You
go higher? What do you think?
like you're asking for 10 for
Yes.
both the rapier
Well,
and the leather armor?
no. 10 for the leather armor, and I don't know what they asked for the rapier. Trying to
All right.
remember.
I will talk to the goblin and tell him you want 30 for that, but only give 3 for this? That is no deal.
Start there.
And he puts the piece back, hands the odd back the leather.
Okay.
Does he seem at all willing to talk, or does he just not interested?
Talk.
All right. Say
Let's walk.
I'm giving you a deal at 20 gold pieces for this leather armor that is
Too much.
at least 3 times as
Too
good.
much.
Oh, so you don't have any money and don't want good gear to sell.
Oh, I have money. That's just too much. I'll go 6 gold for it.
But is it not twice as good as what you already have?
Do you see a lot of people around here buying?
No. That would make it seem as if you could charge a premium for really high quality things. If you're
6
charging
gold.
30, I'd say 20 is it's fair.
No deal. Too high.
All right, I'll look at and say they don't want. He only wants to give you 6 gold.
Yeah. Well, this might not be the place to sell because I'm gathering maybe some of this stuff they're not even paying for it. They're just scavenging.
Right. That's why I was
Yeah.
suggesting we might barter.
So what is it that I want? They don't have anything I want though. All right. So how about this? Do you want to then, since I think this is just going to be a fail all the way down the line, what about we go back to, we do want health potions. Why don't we see if we can't barter the leather armor for health potions?
Sure, that was my
And
idea as well, to
yes.
trade the
Well, I
chain
mean,
shirt for.
yeah, and the rapier too, which I don't know. I in the real world, I don't know, like 20 gold pieces or something.
In the real
So I don't know what
world, the rapier would be 25 gold.
Oh, okay, I was close.
Sully.
Can I ask you a question?
Certainly.
Chance, welcome.
Can I just pull Odd away a little bit?
Okay.
How do you feel about liberating some of these things?
I was kind of thinking that myself. I was
No,
thinking
not yet. Sorry, your grin, dude. What the hell? Sully's excited.
Yeah.
Sully. Sully.
Yes,
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, damn. I have 3 things I want to do, but okay. I will roll a perception check.
Do any of them involve creating more chaos?
No, actually, none of them involve creating more chaos.
Shocking.
They're all really important things.
As you've been the one kind of babysitting the Revenant, you notice
That's who I was about to talk about. Go ahead.
it is starting to get agitated.
Okay.
Noticeably to you, because you've been the one who spent the most time with it. It is noticeably becoming agitated.
I'll ask him, hey, what's going on? Are you all right?
One
What's
of them,
going on?
one of them is nearby.
I look around. Do I see anyone?
Just
I
goblins.
say, why don't you walk around with me and we'll give their descriptions to some of the shopkeepers.
The one who's nearby is a dwarf. Copper color hair.
All right, let's ask around. So Sully would like to take the Revenant around and
Okay.
ask specifically about the dwarf. Specifically ask about someone matching Chrysando's appearance, which is the guy that we've been looking for. And I would also like to see if there's like a jewelry or like oddity shop, just someplace to see if I might sell my Grick egg. Egg? Pearl.
Pearl.
Yes. Grick pearl.
Okay. Where are you going to start?
I guess I'll start with the first guy that I talked to. I'll take both the Revenant and I think it was over here.
Okay. They see you coming over and you can tell they're getting a little excited. They think they're going to make a sale.
Okay.
What can we get?
What do they
for
have
you?
at this one?
This one has mostly clothing, textiles of that sort.
Comments I've got.
Is the Revenant wearing a hat?
It is not.
Do they have hats?
They do. They're not,
nice chapeau?
They're not in the best of shape, but they do have different hats.
Neither's the Revenant.
This is true.
Neither is the Revenant. I will say, yes, I was interested in buying a hat and maybe in a little information.
What are you looking for?
We're looking for a couple of people. And I'll go on to describe the dwarf. Unless you want me to roleplay it, I can totally roleplay it.
We can roleplay it.
I'm looking for a dwarf. You've seen dwarves before. Copper hair color.
Talk to Zek.
Zek.
He's our leader.
All right.
Through those doors.
Your leader. How do we get an introduction to Zek?
He's through those doors, and he points to these doors over here.
Whoa. Oh, okay, down there with the guards.
Yes.
Got it. And then I'll also ask, we're looking for another human fellow with dark curly hair.
That's a lot of you humans.
Fair enough. I don't know how to describe him any better than that offhand.
I would have to look his description up to give you a better.
I actually have it in front of me if I can get rid of this roll that's in the way.
Yeah, I have way too many notes.
22-year-old man with fair skin and dark curly hair. That's pretty much what we have.
Yeah, and that describes a lot of humans.
Especially to a goblin.
Yeah.
Totally get that. I'll say, how much is that wide-brimmed hat over there?
He takes down the hat and he kind of looks at it, hands it over to you so you can inspect it.
Okay.
8 silver.
Sold. I'll hand him over 8 silver and put the hat on the Revenant.
Okay.
And then I will go meet up with the rest of the group unless I see someplace that might be interested in a Grick egg. Pearl. Grick pearl.
The next card over does have some shiny trinkets. You can tell by looking at them, none of them are magical. They're chipped. They're old. They're just trinkets. but you could try to talk to them about it.
I say, are you in the market to buy some trinkets?
What you got?
Have you ever heard of a grick?
Yeah, we get those things down here all the time.
I've got the biggest, prettiest grick pearl you've ever seen. Uh-oh.
You can see that he gets kind of excited about that. He tries to hide it, but at the same time can't. You pull it out?
Sure, I'll pull it out.
Okay. He takes it from you, and in his little hands, this thing looks massive. And he looks it over for a few minutes. 100 gold.
No, this thing is worth 2,000 gold.
No. They're hard to kill, but we can get them out of the Gricks. I'll give you 150. Oh, I think we've lost Sully again.
Rats.
You stumped him with your bartering
It
skill.
does look frozen.
My
Yeah,
God.
I actually lost all sound at one point. I had to reload.
Ah,
I do so love this absolutely stellar stable platform we got.
hey, this is the first week we've had any real problems with Discord.
Yeah,
That's-
I know.
It's still better than Zoom.
Yeah.
Leagues better.
Although I do miss Disco Wizard.
I only miss him a little.
I have no idea what Disco Wizard is.
On Zoom, your call would your video would start to flash and strobe
Oh,
like a disco ball.
Like
interesting.
negative colors and weird lines and stuff.
I've never experienced that on Zoom.
I'm maybe back.
Yep.
Yep.
Yay!
Hey,
You are back.
All right. He tells you 150.
Nah, I take it back from him.
Hi.
And then I'll go tell the others that we have a leader to go talk to.
Yeah.
Is anyone else doing anything?
Hello.
oh, we're
Is-
going back to the health potion at
Suppose
some point.
we could talk to the leader.
You're
but
muted.
Who's muted?
I would like to go to the potion vendor and see if we can barter for a health potion.
Okay.
Exactly.
And apparently Chance and Odd are going to
Well,
create some chaos.
No, not
if it
yet.
doesn't
First, I
work
wanna-
out, there's always a chance.
With you, there's always a chance.
Yes, isn't that clever?
Thank you.
But I would like to see if we can trade in this leather armor and a rapier for a healthy dose of health potions.
How much is he charging for health potions? 150?
150.
150.
It's like
Highway
triple
robbery.
the-
Low-way robbery.
Uh,
Mm,
Complete highway
alleyway.
robbery.
Mm.
I'd be
Subway
worried about their efficaciousness in any case.
Big fancy word.
Yeah, what's the expiration date?
Are there expiration dates on potions? I'm gonna look at.
That's an interesting question. It also occurred to me: are there health
Really?
potions?
Man.
I guess because of magic, they're applicable to all species, pretty much.
Yes.
But I've often wondered: is it logical that a health potion would work for a human that would also then work for a centaur, which would also work for a goblin?
Yes.
All depends on the DM.
I have
Mm.
I have a pet wolf in another campaign, and I feed him potions.
Yeah, what would the dosage difference between a gnome and an orc be?
There's no dosage difference because you have to drink the entire potion. It's magic.
Yeah.
It's
But you
almost like
know-
the equivalent of a scroll that you read. You're not going to read part of the scroll and get the
Right.
magical effect. You have to read the whole scroll.
Yep.
Right.
I mean,
So,
it's basically it's the components inside of it. If you don't drink all of it, you're not getting all the components to activate and to heal yourself.
You can take a sip and learn what it does, but that's about it. Yeah. Rub some on your
Interesting.
gums, you know.
All right, as we ponder the great questions of I guess I'll need to depend on my trusty new friend Shay to help figure out if we can gain something from these items.
Okay.
I will add that the leather would be absolutely usable for them because it's my sized, which is medium-ish, which is also goblin sized, right?
No, goblins are small creatures.
Okay.
And I don't think that this is probably their only form of enterprise. So I'm going to guess they don't have a lot of gold on hand, which is why they're charging so much.
Also, they want to make a profit off of those who are about to die.
We salute you.
I was waiting for it.
Amazing.
I knew somebody wouldn't let me down.
All right, I'm going to head over to the potion vendor
Okay.
and ask, do you barter? Do you offer trades?
We can trade.
Okay. I will point at the leather armor and then say, would you trade for that health potion?
No, not an even trade.
What would you consider an even trade?
I'll give you 10 gold for the leather armor.
Oh boy.
Ah, that is better than the guy over there. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and kind of speak up so that most of the vendors in the vicinity can hear me. And go, oh, him over there only wanted to give me 6 gold for this perfectly good leather armor. You're offering 10 gold. I wonder if the value is actually worth more. I mean, I'm willing to trade, but it has to be something of good value.
Well, one thing you've got to remember is on the surface, leather armor's only worth 10 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, actually,
I'm just curious if there's any response in general from the other vendors.
Some of the other vendors look around, but nobody really says anything. You can see a couple of them put their heads together and murmur to one another. But no, he doesn't come over or anything.
Look at Odd and say, well, they are willing to give you fair price for the leather armor of 10
I know.
gold.
I think that 10 gold is better than none, and I need to ditch it. I can't have this weight. I keep carrying it around.
All
I
right.
think
I will
let's
look.
take it.
Okay. I say 10 gold sounds like a fair exchange for this leather armor.
That's 10 gold off the price of a potion.
Oh.
Oh.
And how much are the potions again? I didn't hear. 150?
Yep.
Expensive.
Times the market value.
Yep.
Can I
Oh,
I don't understand what they're saying, but I can kind of see what's happening. And I see her offering the leather and saying no to the potion. Can I try to see if he'll exchange? If I hold up scale mail and say and point to the potion, the healing potion, will he make that deal?
who are you asking?
He looks at the scale mail. Are you going to translate, Shay?
Sure.
He looks at it and he comes over to you. He inspects it. 40 gold.
Does she tell me that?
Is it 40 gold off the price of a potion or 40 gold?
Yeah, you're dealing
all
with a
told for the-
potion seller.
That's
So
it.
I'll tell him he'll give you a 40 gold discount off the potion in exchange for your scale mail.
Tell him this mail is worth at least 50 gold, the actual price of a healing potion, and I think it's a fair exchange.
I'll exchange, or I'll relay the information.
He starts shaking his head and waves his hand at you. 40 gold off the price of a potion.
Now dies.
I see him shaking his head, and I'm going to say to the group, I think we're wasting our time here unless we want to buy something outright. In the meantime, I am looking. Are there potions like out on a table near where I might be able to have a shot at if they're distracted?
If you want
Maybe
to do it, I
break
can just
them?
distract them.
Guys!
I can make a distraction.
We haven't
Can-
had a
can
long
I-
rest yet.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
look at the goblin,
Saying.
shake his head, and say, "Can you understand me at all? Anything I'm saying?" Does he respond?
He just looks at you blankly.
This is going to be fun.
Oh. I'm just like standing here. I'm just gonna be like, just standing, seeing just everybody doing this, and I'm just quietly getting ready to start casting healing spells because this could go very badly.
But you only have one spell left.
I got 2 now.
Okay, can
two.
I
Fair.
take out the studded leather that I have and the scale mail, and I'm gonna turn my body so he has to turn away from Odd, and I'm going to show him both and see if he'll do a trade at that point in time, just to present an opportunity for Odd to take what he can.
is anyone paying any attention to me whatsoever? That I
You
can
mean
tell?
the
don't
other
know.
19 goblins in the room?
Or I'll just
Well,
start digging in my bag and saying, "Hold on, I've got something in here." I'll start pulling things.
I'm
out.
going to see. I'm going to look around and see if anyone seems to be paying attention to me. So let's do a perception check at least.
No one that you really see is focused directly on you. All the eyes in the room are focused on your group.
Can I, right before Odd does anything, I think this would work. Can I,
Oh, wait a minute.
I like to touch Odd and give
There's
him
2
guidance.
issues here. I only have one hand, and it's not my dominant hand.
Oh, God.
We're out of spells. I don't think
Not
I'm going to
me.
make an attempt at this right now,
I
but
can give you guidance.
guidance.
You do realize guidance is a spell that they will very clearly see you casting on Odd.
It's just touch.
I think this is bad. I think this is not good odds. I'm going to leave this one alone.
Oh boy.
Disappointing.
Cowards.
And
My favorite tonight.
No, it's touch, but it does have a verbal and somatic component to it. So,
Let's see.
so you'd have to move your hand, say something out loud, and then touch him.
Rain, do you allow whispering of spells? This is a question I have to ask.
Usually not.
Okay.
Isn't there a feat that lets you do stuff without the verbal components? Yeah, there are feats that let you cast spells without verbal or somatic
I don't have
somatic components. So yeah, it's like subtle spell or something like that.
Well, subtle spell is a sorcery thing. It's a sorcery thing. All right. Well, if Chance is not going to do it, then I think we are wasting our time here.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Let's we're wasting time. Let's get out of here. These people are not going to be helpful. That way, they're overpriced. I'm not spending any money here.
Well,
Perhaps
I go up to just the weapons vendor. I just like put my battle axe down and just kind of shrug at him. And just, does he like offer anything for it?
He looks at it and he holds up 3 fingers and gibbers at you in Goblin.
I just nod. Done.
He pulls out 3 gold and slaps it on the counter.
Like, pleasure. And just walk back to the group.
All right, Sully, are we going to the room or not? This is
Whenever you all are ready, we
I
should
think we should
probably introduce ourselves to their leader, Zek.
We have to do that. Maybe that'll get us a better deal.
That
on the
means
way out.
prisoner in Russian, doesn't it?
Yes.
take us to their leader.
Either way, I think we are wasting an enormous amount of time in this bizarre bazaar.
But yeah.
Thank you for the alliterative description.
You're very welcome.
I say let's follow Sully into the other room and see if we can't hire some help.
Oh, you've already changed it. Didn't even notice that. Cool.
I think I'll mention. I think we should keep the Revenant toward the back. He seems a little agitated.
Why?
Something about a dwarf.
Wait, what? I did what now?
Not you.
Oh, okay.
Wrong hair.
Interesting. I thought it was only this.
So I'll approach that guard there and say, we seek audience with the one you call Zek.
He tells you, wait here, and disappears behind the door. Comes back a minute or so later. He'll see you.
The guy from Jack Reacher.
I guess we'll go in.
That we will.
Oh boy.
Yay.
Yay?
Flickering torches and iron brackets illuminate this room. Unlike everywhere else around here that's pitch black. A handsome man wearing a golden circlet upon his head sits upon a throne at the north wall of the room. There are 4 bugbears, one in each corner of the room. And 10 goblins lie about the floor on moldy cushions. On the southern wall, you see a dwarf chained to the wall. His beard has been shaven off.
How rude.
In the back, I'm keeping an eye on the Revenant as we enter the area and start to see this.
It is a human man?
Dwarf.
No, it's a dwarf.
On the throne, it is a human.
Oh, Zach.
No, but it's a dwarf that's chained with its beard shaven off.
Correct.
Correct.
And that's might be the one that we're talking about.
Likely.
In which case, we could just let the Revenant run it through.
Might be a bad idea to.
Okay, all right.
To kill somebody's prisoner.
That would have nothing to do with us, and I don't think you keep your friends chained to a wall. Or do you?
Well,
I mean, look, I've got certain friends who enjoy that sort of thing.
No judgment.
No, not.
Well, Sully, you're the one who speaks Goblin. Are you going to lead?
Yes, I hope so. I'll keep an eye on the Revenant in the back for you while you speak, if you wish.
I mean, it's a human on the throne, right? So
I'm going to step in for the love of time.
I'll step in as well. But
I'm following behind everybody else with the Revenant, so
I'll say, I guess both in common and in Goblin, repeating myself. It's a pleasure to meet you, Zach. Your Honor, Highness, I don't know what your honorific is.
Mhm.
You see him, he sits there and he studies you for a minute. He's eating an apple. Just as relaxed as he could be. Greetings. Welcome to my kingdom.
And a fine one it is.
And he does speak in broken common.
Then I will switch to broken common. I assume anyone in his retinue probably knows at least a little bit of it anyway. And say, the dwarf on the south wall there, did he happen to have copper hair?
He does.
He's a person of interest to us.
And what interest might you have in him?
He owes a debt to one of our group.
What does that have to do with me?
Well, he does seem to be a captive of yours.
And he will be sold shortly.
Oh, will he? And what kind of price do you think he might go for?
Starting bid is 200 gold.
Oh, fuck. That's a lot of gold.
What is the Revenant doing as this conversation is going on?
Well,
he
he's in the
hasn't
back.
made
He
it
hasn't even
into the
entered
room yet,
Yes, okay.
but he is very agitated.
And we have moved closer, is my point, even though if he hasn't seen him. So, all right. And I did commit to watching him, so watching him I do.
Can I add, out of character, why did we want to meet him?
About the dwarf, because the Revenant is looking for the dwarf.
Oh, it was specifically about the dwarf? Okay.
And then everyone else wanted to see if we could get a discount on stuff.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the history of the Revenant and why you guys are here. So
Yeah. I'll say to him, perhaps you might reconsider selling him, and we could do a favor in exchange for him.
What kind of favor?
Certainly you have problems, and we are problem solvers.
I have everything I need right now. I don't have any real favors that I could ask unless you want to get rid of Xanthar's people who are encroaching on our level.
Can I whisper to say?
I am going to keep an eye out at whatever's going on down here and watching these guys over here.
I just want to ask Sully, what's your end game? Quietly.
Get us to Skullport.
Yes, but Wolf has nothing to do with us. Why don't we just let the Revenant have him and be done with it?
Well, if we just let him handle things, it might not go well for us.
That's right. At this point, he's associated to us.
Well, you're all the way in the back. We're not yelling.
Oh, yes. Well, we whisper so loudly anyway.
It's like echoey all over.
I love whispering. It's quiet.
This is a bad idea. Oh man. I don't know. All right.
Perhaps we'll have to try our luck at the auction then.
I
Do you
wish you
happen
well.
to? Do you
By the way, your
happen to
prices
know
are
any?
rather high. Just so you know.
Do you happen to know if we might hire one of your people as a guide?
Ooh, good, yeah.
I'm sure one of one of the goblins around here would be happy to guide you. Where are you trying to go?
We're looking for Skullport.
Oh, Skullport, that's easy.
Well, we'd be happy to pay to get there.
Is there one who speaks English? A common?
No, I'm the only one around here who speaks any common.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess we'll be stuck with having to go through Shay and Sully coordinating.
At least there are two of them.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, there's two of us now.
So, like, you know, if one of them dies, we're still functional.
It's true. It's true. We could kill one of them.
Someone
think
gets
one of
hit
them-
by the proverbial bus. What's a bus? All right.
Well, it's a statue of a person.
Oh, that's
usually
right.
From the head
That's right.
to the shoulders.
I'll turn. Does anyone here have any questions for the Zach? I feel like I'm speaking to the Grand Nagus.
Grand Nagus!
Yes,
The Revenant Odd is now trying to force his way past you.
I'm going to try and speak sense to him. And actually, do I have any spell slots open? No, of course I don't.
The cast speak sense.
I could have. I'm not sure a charm person would work on a revenant anyway. But yeah, so I'm going to try and hold him
This is going to be fun.
and talk sense. This is not the moment. We are going to get him later.
I'm going to kill him now.
No, please don't. We're going to help you. This is not wise. Not that revenants think anything is wise. But I guess I'll try and use my minimal strength to hold him, which I guess I try and grapple him to hold him back.
He's now kind of pushing past you and trying to push past Horaeus and Malkov.
I'm trying to hold on to him.
Isn't that a
So I am
strength
going to
check
try and
for him?
grapple. Not hurt him, but just hold him.
I mean,
I was gonna. Hey, Zach, quick question for you. How much to just grab this guy now before he even goes on auction?
200 gold, he said.
Oh, that's a starting bid.
Yeah.
I want the buy it now price.
I'll take the 200 gold and sell him to you now.
That's not a bad deal.
You know what? Sold. You know what? I'll pull out 200 and I'll do it.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Horaeus the Generous from now on. That will be your name and title.
Yeah, I'll just lean over to the rep and I'll be like, "Yeah, you owe me like at least 200."
He's dead.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't think he
Yeah,
has
he don't care.
anything.
put me in his will.
I mean, I think the time for wills would have been quite
Yeah,
some time.
time for wills is quite over.
We have enough people in this party. We don't need another one named Will.
It does, how does that work? Like, could you get a will amended? It's like we got some questions. We got some questions about a contested will. We're gonna do speak with dead.
No. You would no
Yeah.
longer be of sound mind and body if you were dead.
Necromancy.
Yes,
So that's the question. I mean, because we are talking magical stuff here.
Well, and you need to really define sound mind, you know?
Well, you also have to
Yeah.
figure out your 5 questions
Oh,
really,
yes.
really well. Because you only get 5.
You could also zone of truth beforehand.
You're certainly not of sound body if you're dead, though. I mean,
Okay,
I
so
mean,
you
if it's
guys...
down for a corpse, I mean, what's the standard we're holding it up against? You
it's not
know?
on the rotten side. I'd say living, probably not rotting. You know,
Well,
heart beating.
is it really dead if you can still speak to them?
I mean, it's touchy.
Boy, we're really debating the
Hey, Rob,
All right.
metaphorical things here.
was there a food vendor out there?
There's at least a
Any
couple
popcorn?
of them out there selling food. Don't know if it'd be anything
Okay.
you'd want to eat.
Oh, that's fine.
mean,
I don't,
Oh,
I
yes,
don't
actually, you did describe some of that the last time, and we ixnayed on the
kind of remember that now.
food
Thank you.
pay.
Mhm.
Does Zach take the deal?
Yeah. He motions to the bugbears in the southern corners and they release him from his chains.
Does that 200 gold at least come with some information?
What kind of information are you looking for?
A general path towards our ultimate destination?
You can find that on the tip of any knife.
How about a map? Do you guys have any maps?
Maps on the tips of thumbs.
No, I don't have any. We don't have any maps.
What about, like, a left and a right? And if you see the Sphinx, you've gone too far. Something that might give us.
All right.
Have you been here before, Chance?
What? No, of course not. How would I have?
You just said we should take a left and a right and don't pass the Sphinx.
I was giving him an example of something like a landmark he could tell us to look
How do
for.
you know the landmarks?
Solely, he's very literal. Be careful.
It's ultimately exhausting. I see this. I see.
So, actually, sorry, Zach. One quick question. Is there like a spare room or something where we might?
Long rest, sleep.
No, well that. But I was also thinking handle the
Take care of business.
situation here. Look, I mean, I know it's like I'm not 100% of ease, but we did tell the Revenant that we would, aid him in this, so we're going to aid him in this. It's like I will advise him prior to that there's something about forgiveness and turning the other cheek and such.
Blah, 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 blah.
Basically, yes, but let's just get this taken care of.
I mean, I don't think we promised to help him kill anyone. Just find him.
Yes.
I think we
With
fulfilled
the
our
That's
understanding
actually.
he wanted to kill them.
I mean, it's kind of understood.
No, if that was your understanding,
I
that
don't
was your
think I
understanding.
understood that at all.
I certainly was not paying
volunteer to
200 for him.
You did sort of pay for his execution. That was interesting.
Yeah, well, I'll ask him forgiveness. I'll see if my god is upset.
Who is your god? Is it Pelor or who is it?
Who was my god? I am trying to remember what. Yeah, Pelor.
I thought I heard you mention that in the past.
Yeah, it's Pelor.
Pelor is a good god, if I recall correctly.
He is, yeah. He's a new.
All right,
he's
I'm gonna
neutral good.
speak
How do you think you feel about all of this? You buying a
and
slave to kill us?
ask the
I'm
boss
gonna
guy,
speak for
like, hi, might you have a room for private accommodations for us? We would love to have a little bit of quiet time before we head out. Is that possible?
I don't have any private rooms. I've got a little alcove up here you guys could, if you wanted to make camp or something there, you could. None of my people will disturb you.
Are we able to long rest now?
I'd say you guys have pretty much probably made it after going through the bazaar, meeting with the leader, having your discussions. I'd say you've reached the 24-hour mark.
Perfect. Let's do that.
It might be a good idea. I mean,
Yeah.
Where's
and
the
all the-
alcove?
Yes. That's the next question.
He has one of his guys lead you up, and they take you to a little room up here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
I'm looking, but I don't see.
What
It's up in the
is
upper left of the
that?
Great Hall.
Oh, this tiny room, yeah.
Is that a door?
Yes.
Okay.
And I assume there's a hallway there that we went through that you're not showing. There we go.
Okay.
And where's my guy?
So I am going to head that direction and then peek down that hallway. I want to know what's going on up there.
You look up the hallway, and that is where the goblins are building the stage for the auction.
Okay.
I thought you were just going to move us all.
I was, but everybody started moving themselves.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would happily let you do it, but
Every time I clicked on the group, someone moved.
I learned my
Sorry.
lesson last time, so I didn't do anything.
Yes. Is Reyes
that's
moving
right. You
us
can
all?
just group and move, right?
Yep.
All
I was
right.
taking the prisoner up there. Okay, I was going to pull the prisoner to the side. I was
Okay.
going to talk to him.
I assume he's still got like hands bound behind his back or something. when
Oh,
he's
yeah,
still
I'm not-
moving?
Yeah, they unchained him, but they didn't untie him.
Yeah. Okay.
They unchained him from the wall.
What's up with the goblin in the room?
He was showing
He's
us
the one who
location
showed you how to
of the
get there.
Fair.
room. His name is Droop, and he's
Yeah.
lost.
Then he wanders up this way, and you hear a whole bunch of grumbling in the area up here. Sully and Shay, you can hear him. He's telling them that they can quit building the stage. The auction's off. And you hear the other ones bitching about how they'd worked getting this stage set up.
Only the one slave then.
They only had one to sell at the moment.
Who was going to be at the auction? That's a question I have.
Oh. I was
Well-
thinking the same.
I highly suggest that we get our rest in before.
You know,
Well, that'll have
We-
to come. That's going to come probably after.
we could offer to set this up as an exhibition on their stage.
The battle between the Revenant and the other guy.
Might make us a pretty penny.
Taking bets? Running book?
I'm not sure how I feel about this. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not exactly the. I mean, you
I'm-
did just pay $200 to let him kill him. Like, you can't
Yeah,
be pissed off about it now.
Right.
No, because there's difference. So I'm just going to.
I
I'm
just
gonna
thought
say
we might
no
earn
to
a bit
that.
of your money back.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that. I'm not looking to make any kind of profit.
Fair
Although-
enough. It was just an idea.
I don't understand. Pelor, I thought, was all represented all that was good and light.
Yeah, well, part of that's also justice. So anyway, if y'all can skedaddle, I'm going to talk to this guy.
I'm pretty sure you're by yourself.
Well, yes, and yet people keep on commenting.
Yet they do.
All right.
Or maybe
So
if
I'm
you
just-
kept shouting through the walls, you'd be fine.
Yeah. So I'm just going to sit him down. I'm going to go like, so. Looks like you've been handed a shit situation.
I'm going to kill every one of these fucking goblins.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Sorry.
Yeah, untie
So-
me and see what happens.
Yeah, I doubt that's going to happen either. So, you're making my conscience feel a lot lighter if you keep talking like this. By the way. So,
They dared shave a dwarf's beard.
yeah, that's pretty shitty, isn't it? Pretty awful. Yeah, you should have seen what happened to my unit when we got a whole bunch of lice, a whole bunch of really angry dwarves who suddenly revealed that they didn't have much of a chin line. So, you know why I purchased you? You know who I'm rolling with right now?
Not a clue.
A buddy of yours. Oh God, what's his name? What's Revenant's name? Did we get that?
Yeah.
I've got to scroll down all the way through these.
It was.
There's no search feature on this on these notes. So. All right, well, whatever.
Haleth Garrett.
Hell, yes, Garrett. Yeah, Garrett. Yes. Yeah, that name sound familiar to you?
Yeah, I know him. He's a piece of shit.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would probably be more in the past tense by your thing. Yeah, well, turns out he is so pissed off by what happened that death didn't really quite take.
And you see his eyes get a little wider.
Yeah. So, yeah, he wants you dead. He wants you dead real bad. Like, real bad. So, tell me what happened. Why'd you, yeah, because, his side of the story, we call him a piece of shit. His side of the story makes you sound real bad.
He accused me of stealing from him.
Did you?
No. We split everything evenly until he started accusing us of stealing.
And
He attacked and we fought back.
Oh, so he attacked you.
Yes.
Not the other way around.
And he died for it. Or at least I thought he did.
So, what about the rest of your companions?
I don't know where they got to.
Run around solo in a place like this does not sound very smart.
We got waylaid by some bugbears and split up.
That'll do it. So you're saying that you did not steal anything and he started the fight, huh?
That's how it happened.
And I'm going to insight check that. 23. So,
Pretty good roll for one of us.
right? The reviewing of notes.
The reviewing of notes.
We're gonna need note reviewing music.
Yeah, we do need reviewing music.
Is my music not playing?
No. Ooh.
Why didn't anybody say something sooner?
Probably didn't know there was
You
supposed to be music.
think he's telling the truth?
Ooh, interesting.
Wait, he lost.
Wow.
Technically lost, but that was a natural 20, so it's really DM's call.
The natural 20s don't count with those types.
They're not a critical, but I mean, yeah, DM's call at that point.
I see.
Wait, what was a natural 20?
The DM rolled a natural 20 on deception.
Oh, I see that now. Yeah, okay, I didn't see that in the...
I think he didn't mean to roll that in the room.
Yeah.
Did not mean to roll it in the room, but that's okay.
So we do not know. We do not know that happened.
I don't
No
know why
one
it's
saw
rolling in the
anything.
room.
These are not the roles you're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, I sway all the attribute rolls when it's a natural 20. For you guys and for the bad guys.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't mean automatic success, doesn't mean automatic failure, just means it's...
You are pretty sure you think he's telling the truth.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go have a talk with somebody. I would start making some peace for anything that you might have been, that you might have any regrets on. I'm going to try to get somebody's attention up there, preferably not the Revenant.
And preferably not me.
Just walk in with him.
No. That's not what I want to do right now.
Oh,
Like,
he's
hey-
playing like he's got like the one cop as the bad guy in one
Nah,
room.
it's not quite what I'm going for.
Okay.
Hey, would somebody mind coming down here and just keeping an eye on this guy for me for a minute?
I'll go.
Sure. All right, this trade places.
Tag, I'm in.
I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the Revenant.
Okay.
Yeah, so your buddy, he has a bit of a different series of events about what happened between you guys. Said that you're the one that everybody is splitting stuff evenly, that you accuse them and of stealing from you, and that you attacked them.
No. I did accuse them of withholding treasure, and then all three of them attacked me.
I'm just gonna see what I've got prepared, so I don't have Zone of Truth prepared at all, so that's not going to be able to help me. Oh, I wasn't expecting to need it. I specialize in healing, not on interrogation. Now, I'm going to insight check him.
Okay.
22.
Damn, you're rolling hot tonight.
And you know what? Don't jinx it.
I mean, honestly, Horace, he's the dead one. Why would he have to lie?
Yeah, that's kind of where I was thinking too.
He's,
You know.
And
you're pretty positive he's telling the truth.
Well, this is a bit thornier than I was hoping.
Since I'm standing there, Horace, my own opinion is, how could, if he wasn't motivated by that, he certainly believes that's truth.
Yeah. Yeah, revenants don't come out of just, I was shitty to somebody, they killed me, so I'm going to stick around. It's people that...
He's motivated.
Yeah,
Well, then, if we're so certain of that, why are we standing in his way?
Yes.
I'm not
This.
I'm not standing in his way, necessarily.
Does he need to kill him or just see him killed?
That's what that was going to... I was gonna talk to him about that,
I think it's his.
It might be fun to let him loose in the room of the goblins. With no weapons.
Look, this thing is alive for a purpose. After which I'm assuming would no longer be here. Why should we stand in his way?
Yes.
We don't know them.
Chance,
We do not
as I
come
often
for
am.
I
this.
mean, well, I'm just gonna talk to him. It's like, so you need to kill this man.
Yes.
Nothing's going to convince you otherwise. No thought of that's the only justice you'll accept.
Are there deaths?
Oh, there. So there's more than this guy.
Oh, yeah. There's like one other... It's a human, right?
3 total.
We already saved
So at a chance's point, he'll kill this guy and he'll just then it's on to the next one.
was the guy that we left in the closet one of them?
The weasel, yes.
Yes.
No.
He was a member
He's
of the
one
group,
of their group.
but he did not take part in the killing.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, he was out. He was gone before that happened, right?
Yes.
Which is
Right.
the only reason.
Yeah,
they
so he didn't have any insight as to the true events of it.
Well, we promised this revenant anyway, and we are people of our word, so
we did.
let him get on with
All
it.
right.
We don't want to fight the Revenant.
All right. I'm just going to look the Revenant in the eye, and I'm going to say, will you at least make it as quick and painless as possible?
I'm going to make it quick. I can't promise painless.
I like him.
Entertainment value. Maybe we could put him up on the stage for the entertainment of the goblins.
I think so.
We're not
We
going.
already talked
We're
about
not going
that.
to do that. We're
Pretty
not.
sure that was a hard
is-
pass by Herrera.
This is not something we're going to have entertainment on. This is not going to be fun.
Again, if we put it to a vote, Herrera, you might be on.
I'm not putting anything to a damn vote.
I mean,
This
we are
is
a
just
group.
Michael spitballing. But what happens if the Revenant kills this guy and then Heraeus revivifies him? Does he have to kill him again? Or since he died, is it fulfilled? Like, I don't think that should happen. Like, we shouldn't do
No,
that.
because that's like 100 GP
The
diamond to
better
go with
question
it or
is, what
something.
happens
It's
if Herrera
expensive.
wastes a revivify on an NPC and then we need it?
I'm
Well,
curious
we're
as to
we're
what
about to
might
take
happen.
we're also about to take a long rest, and
Yeah, but
honestly,
you still need the
I don't want
gold
to
with the diamond.
revivify this guy only to have him get killed again because that
Well,
would
but
be
you know what?
traumatizing as
Is the
fuck.
diamond
How many diamonds do you have?
consumed? Is the
This
diamond
is a really
consumed by the
interesting
spell, though?
question.
Oh yes,
Yes,
it
it
is
is.
consumed.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, you cannot simply revivify someone and then not do it again for us.
Yeah,
If we
I
do.
got one.
We will not be revivifying the dwarf.
Although it's an interesting
Untie him,
question.
give him a sword, and let them have it.
I'm
And
not
then we
even
can
talking. No,
revivify him and just
I'm
see
not
what
even. I'm
happens.
not even going to give the dwarf a sword.
Why not? You could at least make it.
No, This is not going to be a fair fight. This is not going to be anything at all. This is going to be straight up something that needs to be done.
Revenant,
I've never seen Heraeus
This
so
is an execution.
adamant.
I
about
I believe
anything.
Heraeus paid for the dwarf. Heraeus gets to determine what happens with the dwarf.
That
I don't think
it's an
that's how
excellent
life
point,
works at
Jay.
all. Actually, not
Look,
not just
although-
one iota.
I mean, we're not about slavery here, so I mean, free will and all that whole thing. But I don't know
so
what the
much
hell
for
is
that.
going on with all of you and who this guy is and why this guy wants to kill this guy. I've got no clue. I should
Look,
just stay out of it.
long story short, the Revenant, i.e., the dead person, was alive at one point in time. He had a crew of individuals. They betrayed him. They killed him. Hence the large gash on his shoulder. He didn't die because he was very angry. Wants to kill them all before he goes and visits his mummy. And that's why we are all debating inside of a room what to do next with the dwarf. I say give the dwarf a sword and have at it. Revenant, do you want to fight him?
I want him dead.
Do you care if he fights you back?
He's going to die anyway.
I think
Can we
there's
just be
honor.
done with this? I'm tired.
I
need
want.
some sleep.
This needs to be something that's done clean and quick, and with a minimum of suffering.
I don't think the Revenant cares.
I don't know.
I care.
I personally would want a fighting chance if it was me.
Yeah. Well, don't get on the bad side of the Revenant.
No, we're not going to help.
Yeah.
But if he's that confident in his abilities, then
The only thing holding Sully back at this point from just ending this whole debate and killing the dwarf is the fact that the Revenant might get mad at him for it.
Yes.
yeah.
I'm standing out of the way. Like, go.
All right.
Let's
Well,
let
nobody's
him
in the
go.
way, so do what you have to do.
Let's do it.
All right. Let me get this on. All right. So I'm going to tell the Revenant. Okay, we're going to do this. You're going to do it as quickly and cleanly as possible. Give me a minute. We're going to go back over to the dwarf, and I'm going to say, all right. So this is the end, by the way.
But-
Any last words, any confessions, anything you want us to pass on to somebody?
But if you let me live, I can show you the way to Skullport.
Yeah, we'll be able to figure that out on our own.
Will?
Zach has already said it's easy to get to. We'll ask one of his men to do it. There's no negotiation. There's no getting out of this. This is happening. It's happening now.
At least let me fight for it.
last word. That's not going to happen.
Look, I agree with him. I think there's honor in fighting for your life.
We're not talking about honor here.
And you're not over there listening. You're in your own
Yeah.
room.
Why not? Why wasn't I listening? I should have followed him out.
So any last words? Anything you want us to pass on to anybody?
You call yourself a dwarf? Where is he?
So if he's talking to me, I'm just gonna go. He's right behind you.
Actually, he's in another room.
I was going to just like I was going to play it cinematically like he's been coming up the entire time, but
Can
I
I
was
talk
like,
to the Revenant when he's finished?
I'm just going to go ahead and like lean out to the hallway and just kind of beckon the Revenant on over.
Before he goes, I'm going to say, look, you seem like you were a man of honor. I can see that. And I can see why you're here, because you want to reclaim that. I think you ought to give the dwarf a fair fight, especially if you're confident in your abilities. As men of honor, I think it's the right thing to do.
Give him a sword. I don't care.
I will hand a scimitar, which I no longer use, to the Revenant and have him to give it to the dwarf.
Oh, it's such a shame that we don't have odd sword free at this point.
Thinking the same.
I will I'll hand the scimitar to the Revenant and say, you are indeed a man of honor.
He takes it, he walks down towards him and throws the sword at his feet.
And I'm going to go to the door and watch.
Did you guys untie the dwarf?
That's up to Horaeus. He's down there.
Yeah, I guess Malkov and I are just sort of blocking this other corridor.
I did not want it to come to something like this. All right, fine. I just pull out my dagger, cut his hands free.
Okay. He reaches down and picks up the sword, and while you're watching, his entire body just goes tense. The Revenant runs up and just claws out right into his throat.
We need music.
You want music for it?
This is an epic moment. Nice. Yes. There we go.
As he picks up the sword, his entire body goes tense and stiff. The Revenant runs up and digs his claws directly into his throat, ripping his throat out. The dwarf then seems to regain his body, and he clutches at his throat, staggers a few feet, clutches the front of Horaeus, and just kind of slides down him.
Well, that was dramatic.
And then sometimes honors overrated. Good kill?
Yeah, it could
Now
have
what do
been
we
a
do with the
lot.
corpse?
It could have been a lot simpler. A lot.
I don't think that it was quick at all, actually. He ripped his throat out. There was a lot of probably suffering in that.
And that's why that's exactly what I wanted to avoid by not making it a fight.
Well, it seems like he was going to do that all the time. I feel like that was sort of his plan, almost. He had a sword, he just didn't use it. I think he wants to cause them pain, so.
He used his vengeful glare on the dwarf, which paralyzed him.
And that wasn't a fair fight.
And for that entire time. All right.
Just gonna walk up to the dead dwarf and just daintily pick up the scimitar, which is probably
covered in blood.
Yeah.
Wipe it on his tunic.
And just wipe it in.
Are the locals going to be upset if we don't dispose of this corpse for them?
A few of the locals, like these guys over here, kind of watched what was going on, but they don't make any motion to interfere. You don't know how they're going to react if you just leave the body lie there.
I'm gonna go over. I'm just going to hold up gold coin, and I'm just going to say, kind of indicate, just getting rid of the body.
Okay.
And just
He takes
put
the coin,
up.
looks at it, bites it, and sticks it in his pouch.
Sully, what is wrong with our cleric? I think he's broken.
I haven't seen him heal any of us in a while.
But he certainly is free with the coin.
Aye, that was a large sum he gave up for that dwarf.
Yeah. I have to figure it. I don't understand. Well, as long as he keeps helping and healing while we're hurt, I'm not going to complain.
Well, I really think we should rest and get out of here.
We all think that.
Gives me the
Yes.
rest and leave. I think rest and leave is good.
All right, are you guys going to set up?
We need a watch order.
Yeah. Double watch for 2 entrances.
Oh, I'm going
First watch.
So the goblin that he just pocketed the money. He didn't like come over and do anything about disposing of the corpse. He just kind of took my money.
He took the money. He nodded at you. He hasn't made a move yet.
All right. Well, on the way back over, I'm going to just pray over the body for a bit.
Okay.
And then after the whatever rites, I'll just go ahead and head back into the room.
Good, Arius.
Now, don't like sometimes justice needs to be served. It's not always pretty. Somebody often dies in the pursuit of it.
Felt
But
like vengeance.
But the and this is a guy who killed a revenant, killed the revenant. They did so in a way that made the revenant become a revenant. It's not something that happens because of a petty disagreement. It's not something that happens because of pure chance. It happens because somebody did something really bad, and sometimes the justice of the sword is the only justice available. I would have preferred that if the death was going to happen, that it be as quick and painless as possible. No glimmer of hope for the condemned. No fear no sudden fear gripping his soul. Wanted to make it as clean and quick as possible.
And the Revenant did.
Would have been nicer if it'd been done with a sharp knife.
Okay.
I'm curious as to why you think you ought to play the judge over other lives, but perhaps that is a discussion for another day.
Now that's between me and Pelor.
I never did go in much for Pelor or any of them, especially if they think they can just kill a man whenever they want to.
I'm pretty sure Pelor will have words for me. This is not something that was an easy call. It is not something that was a sanctioned death. It was a dirty situation that we got ourselves into. I tried to make it as clean as possible, but not as clean as I would have liked.
So what is our watch order?
Felt a bit sanctioned from where I stand. I'd be careful that your colorful calls don't sting.
I'll take first watch.
Okay. Did you say you felt like we needed 2? Did someone say we needed 2?
Yeah, because there's 2 entrances.
2 entrances. Yeah, I'll take first.
Okay, so Shay.
Slay.
I do at times.
Shay and Teeb are on first. I'll go second.
Stay where I am and watch this
I
entrance.
guess I'll take third watch.
I'll help with the second.
Okay. Ah, Crucifer is heard from.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right, I think we're going to take a 5-minute break here, guys.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So, smoke them if you got them. We'll be right back. right, and we are back. All right, you guys make it through the evening, all your watches, everything's quiet up until you guys could probably have slept a few more minutes, but as you're starting to wake, a goblin comes in the room.
I mean,
Uh,
who's
who's
on
on watch?
duty at that time?
I
That
took
would be
first,
Chance.
so
Watch that. I was the only one who said anything.
I guess it would be Chance and I then. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he wants to say something to us.
Was that a flying Nix?
What can we help you with?
We need your help.
Yes, with what?
Zek isn't himself. Ever since he found that shiny crown, he's not him. We need you to get that crown from him.
What's he saying?
And hold on, Chance. Why would we want to do that?
Because he's taken over down here, and we need your help.
Taken over what? Who was in charge before?
Xanthar.
Hold a moment.
And if Xanthar finds out, he's going to kill all of us.
I'll explain that to Chance, that the goblin wants us to. The goblin is saying he needs us to get Zek to remove his crown. Something's wrong with him, and he's fighting with Xanthar.
The crown is some form of magic.
Apparently.
Nothing is ever simple in this place, is it?
Certainly not.
All right. So, what do we do? Are we going to do this?
I can get the rest of the goblins out of the room, but the bugbears, he pays them, so they'll fight for him.
Well, what can you offer us in return?
What if I can get you some of those potions you were looking at?
We also need a guide to get us to Skullport.
I don't know if anyone's been off of this level of the dungeon, but we could at least get you that far.
So potions and a guide to the exit. Let me wake the others and explain to them.
What's being said? Just grumbling and grunting.
Trying to sleep.
He says if we could do it for him, he would get all the goblins out of there. Just leave the bugbears. And he would be willing to provide a guide to the exit that leads to Skullport, and provide us a couple of the potions that were for sale.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
What do we
find
do?
it deal.
Think we should probably wake the others and discuss.
Agreed.
What are we to do exactly? I'm half asleep here.
Think we're supposed to clear the leader?
I think.
Yeah, please don't make me go over all of it
Based
again.
on what Sully said, he wants us to. The goblin wants us to take the crown from the Zek or whatever his name is.
Just to get it off of him.
He thinks he's some sort of imposter, I think. No?
Is it anything like this sword over here that Odd's got?
Actually, speaking of, I'm going to cast a spell or remove curse.
Oh, have we completed our long rest at this point?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Hey. Do the thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's apply long rest.
You all can also take whatever's in his treasure room.
Oh, all right.
Now
Oh,
you
now
I
that's
relate
very
that.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'd say instead of just a couple of potions, we get all 6 of them. Half
Yeah,
up front. Sounds like we're gonna have to fight this one.
I'll put that request in.
I can't promise all 6 of them, but I can get you a couple of them.
I mean, look, it's 4 bugbears. There are at least 7 of us. I think we're fine, right?
I mean, we don't know what that crown does, so I think
What's
it would
our
be
tactic
hasty.
here? Are we sneaking in? Are we going full on? Are we trying to negotiate our way through?
I don't think we negotiate or go full on. I think we
I mean, if we're
surprise them.
taking payment
We've got a rapport
for,
already.
I mean, I don't know. I don't see this guy just letting us take off the crown without a fight. So the chances of incapacitating him to be able to do it increases the difficulty level. Just depends on what we want to do about
Well,
it.
obviously,
I might be able to command him to take it off.
Well, move back.
Well, we can at least get in there to start with it. Let's try the command. And if not, if they act aggressive, then we aggressive right back.
Well, I mean, if the command fails, then we're going to fight.
Yes.
That's
Sounds good.
all there is to it. I was just thinking, since we already have a rapport, having bought the dwarf, go back and talk to him, and then get close enough to maybe knock it off his head or something.
Yes. At least get in. We're not storming into the room. We are already getting in the room and close enough
All right.
to stage our, well, whatever it needs to be.
The most effective front is not always the most violent one.
Exactly. Violence is a second resort.
Unless you're Horaeus. It's a joke, cleric. It's all right.
Alti.
Sort of.
It sounds like we're in agreement, though, that yeah, this will be fine.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
let's do it.
It's been such a long time since we've had any fun.
I'm getting a little bored, as a matter of fact.
Good morning, let's fight.
The goblin tells
Murder.
you he'll get the rest of the goblins out of the room. And he scurries off.
Nice. Can we just go now? So we can
Yeah.
stop this thing?
Suit up and go.
Suit up.
Suit up.
Oh,
I mean-
get this damn sword out of my hand.
Maybe the sneaky folks can
Well, let's-
sneaky first.
What do you cast and DM is it successful, I guess is the question.
Are you sure you don't want to keep it on?
No, I
He-
do not.
He cast remove curse. You can drop the sword.
Thank goodness. I want to wrap it up in a cloth. Maybe we can offer it to someone else along the way.
Well, we do have my bag of holding with instructions to bring magical items to our
Oh.
benefactor to sell them.
I want to wrap it carefully in some spare cloths or something, you know.
But once you remove a curse, is it still there?
The sword is still cursed.
What?
The curse is removed from the person.
Yes.
Oh.
I was going to say, why don't you grab the sword and find out?
Let's not.
I don't think I would do that. No.
So we'll wrap it up and
After
stash
we-
it in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Wrap it up and then attach a note to it, just saying
Curse.
caution, cursed.
At some point in time, Chance will replace that note with something more whimsical.
Yes. Please. Chance, go ahead.
Normal sword.
Please.
Yeah, but it's in my bag, not yours.
I can still reach
Alright.
for it.
I'm gonna start heading towards the throne room, for lack of a better term, but
Okay.
I'm going to try and be quiet about it.
Is there a particular title to this cursed sword, Rob, so that I can add it to my inventory?
It is not. It is a cursed longsword.
All right.
I think we're pretty much all heading there, right? So
Yep.
Indeed.
Yeah.
why don't we just do that?
I'm just trying to be sneaky about it so I can recon what the current situation is.
Oh yes, we should have waited for what's his name to move us.
Yeah, you guys keep moving.
All right.
No, sorry.
Based on what we agreed upon, we're not going to sneak at all, right? Just gonna walk in
Yeah.
and talk to him.
Yes, like we own the place.
All right. Because
Oh.
Horaeus bought at least $200 worth of the place. Buys us at least an audience.
Is he there?
Yes. As you walk in, he goes, you're back.
Good morning.
What can I do for you now?
You know, that room was very comfortable, actually, surprisingly enough.
I told you none of my people would bother you.
And they did not. We are ever appreciative of that. Perhaps we could revisit that in the future. You know, the discussion about having someone guide us to Skullport. Who were you going to use? One of your bugbears, perhaps?
No, I was going to send a goblin with you.
Oh, don't see any of them at the moment.
They could get you to the next level.
Oh, the next level. Quick question to everyone: is somebody going to? Do we all get closer, or what?
Yeah, I believe Sully was going to try and convince him
Oh.
to take the crown off.
Y'all
Command.
want to start your thing, Sully, while I'm talking and distracting him? Or?
Sure, I will say, allow me to set the mood in here, and I'll play a little song on the concertina and cast suggestion and say, oh, why don't we all doff our hats and crowns? And I take off the hat that's on top of the crown of whatever it is
The
that I
Black
have
Pearl.
on. Yes, the crown of the Black Pearl. I take off the hat that's on top of it.
Okay.
And play a song and make that suggestion specifically towards him.
And what's the
Like
save?
cast suggestion. It's a 17 wisdom.
Yeah, he failed. So he takes off the crown. And as he does, you see his body starts to change. And after a few seconds, a goblin is standing there holding this crown.
And that is most unsettling.
Well, he did say he wasn't himself.
True.
It is broken common that he's speaking.
Yes, that's also true. Yes.
That is true.
He should eat a Snickers. He's not himself.
The bugbears kind of look from him to you, from him to you. They're very confused of what to do at the moment.
Can you suggest that he gives us that crown, John? I mean, Sully.
Well, if I had thought of it first, but I just got him to take it off, which was the goal, yes?
Oh, you've only got one of those. Oh.
Maybe we ask him to look at his crown. Can we trade crowns? I believe Tiffany has a crown.
I have a
That's right.
crown.
Maybe we trade crowns.
I have a crown that's not magic at all.
Is he still charmed or not? How does this work?
Well, I used the spell suggestion, so he did what I asked.
So it doesn't go any
spell
farther
has
than
been
that.
fulfilled.
Oh, then I'm going to go ahead, if I might, and I'm going to cast Charm Person on him.
Okay.
I will dig out the other crown that I have in my bag.
DC
It's a
14
Wisdom 14.
That one he passes,
Ugh.
which is impressive seeing as he has a -1 to wisdom.
Yeah.
Is your name really Zach?
Yes.
Um,
And he puts the crown back on and turns back into a human.
that won't do anymore, friend, I'm afraid. We've seen your true colors shining through.
You know, technically we've fulfilled the deal.
No, they asked us to take the crown from him.
They asked
Yeah,
us to
no,
get
we-
him to take it off.
Take it off.
No, they wanted you to take it from him.
Yeah.
Not what they said.
I mean, there's probably some sort of...
They wanted you to get the crown off of him.
Yes.
lost in translation.
Meaning not just get him to take it off, but get it off of him. Yes.
Get it off of him. I got it off of him. I fulfilled the contract.
That is a technicality.
I'm having
Lost for-
flashbacks to college when it's like it's like during your Jedi thing. It's like pass this pen through the handle of a mug, and you're like, okay.
I'm going to cast Charm Person one more time.
Okay.
Is he gonna?
It's a DC 14 Wisdom.
Yeah, he massively failed that time.
Ah, I think we could be great friends. What's his name?
Zach.
Zach.
Zach, yes.
Trade.
I would love to
Trade.
trade this hat from my friend. This
Crown.
crown from my friend T for the one on your head.
Isn't mine so much nicer? It has these malachite points.
Oh, look at that! It's beautiful. It looked much better on you. Uh-oh.
Did we lose somebody?
No,
No.
he's consulting
He's rolling.
notes.
Ah,
Did we just hand him like a crown that's like even more badass?
No,
No, this
because
one-
we
I know,
did
I
a
know.
magic check on it.
we did
I-
we did do a magic check.
I know. I'm just.
Just because it's not magic doesn't mean it's not useful.
Yeah.
Mm.
Trumpet.
I don't
We
really
hear
fully
trumpets
intend to
through-
complete this trade, personally.
I'd like to see how you pull that off because it'll be entertaining. Hopefully, we don't have to fight bugbears over it. Hey,
Oh,
don't-
hopefully we do.
Weak little monster.
Nothing like a good morning fight to wake up the blood.
My blood is plenty awake, thank you.
Okay, so does he respond? I will go ahead, take it from Teve, and carry it over to him.
Didn't we have a copper crown as well?
Oh,
Helmet.
It's this one.
a little late for that anyway.
Mm.
This one's copper with malachite points.
Honestly, okay, I'm a little jealous. Vicky, you're frozen, but you're frozen in like this cool
Yeah, that's true.
pose. Whereas when I do it, it's like,
Am I still frozen?
Yeah.
You're
You're frozen
You
again.
spent the rest of
Yeah.
the game frozen.
There.
Yep.
There.
Okay, but it's kind of a cool thing. You were like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like you were posing for a picture.
yeah, it looked good.
I had to read a couple things there. Sorry.
Okay.
He is charmed, but he tells you, no, I'm not giving you this crown.
Well, just can I see it at least? It looks amazing.
No, don't touch it. It's mine.
I'm afraid we must insist.
Yeah.
Xanthar wills it so.
How many eyes does Xanthar have?
No.
I never get to roll a fucking deception check. Like, what the shit? It's
He's
not fucking
charming.
fair.
Hey, listen, Zach, you should talk to my friend Sully here. He's a very good friend of ours.
The only one
It's-
he's friends with right now is you, Odd. But it doesn't make him go against his character about giving up this crown.
I'm gonna sidle up a little bit, but it's just so cool. I'd love to show it off to my friends.
No, you can't have it. It's mine.
All right, roll for initiative.
Actually, you wouldn't even know this. Only ones who would know what he's saying. Or no, he's speaking in broken common still. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I? Are we rolling initiative?
Are you
or is
attacking?
something else?
No, that was just
was-
me. I'm debating.
I was
Uh,
getting ready to attack, but once you said roll initiative, it makes it different. So
Can I do a perception check? I'm looking at like micro expressions, stuff like that. Like, do I think he's ready to? Like, obviously, he's defensive, but do I feel like he would attack us if
Can I just
Odd
firebolt
went
him?
to grab for it.
You
I
can
have
do
to
whatever
wait
you
for it.
want,
Yeah,
Chance.
you absolutely can try,
Can I
Chance.
just hit him with a firebolt?
You can certainly try.
I just want to firebolt him. I don't
Who
want
is that to?
to Zek.
The fireball or the perception check or the grabbing the crown?
You can roll the perception check.
Okay.
And I'll roll that.
He is
Okay.
full on ready to fight for this crown.
I'm gonna look at Odd and go, he's not giving it up.
In which case, I'm going to. We have.
If
How many
you'll allow
bugbears
it,
are in
I
here?
just
4.
already fire.
Or
Because once we see all this aggression and he's
The bugbears
Well-
are currently confused.
Yes.
good for us.
I don't have anything against the bugbears. I'm actually going to walk up right next to him and say, "I need this crown. I need to see it. I don't know that it's yours."
Okay, Rain, are you allowing this firebolt to go through or not?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna
Oh.
firebolt him,
Okay.
and I rolled a 17.
Okay.
So that's 11 damage, fire damage.
Okay.
That's a whoosh.
Enough bloody talk. We need to get out of here.
Hmm.
there it is.
There it
we
is.
go.
There you are.
Oh boy.
And now we roll initiative.
Now we roll initiative.
Yeah, everybody tap your icon.
Whoops.
Still not gonna work on mine. I don't know why.
Yeah, can't hurt to try.
I
Man,
forgot.
I did.
You got a 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Wow, the bugbears rolled for shite.
Yeah, not
Did
as
they
bad
roll
as
zeros?
me.
Is that even possible?
What's that?
Did they roll zeros?
No.
Oh, okay. We just don't see.
That's
it.
just their holder.
Are these 5-foot squares or 10-foot squares?
These are 5 foot.
Copy that.
Yeah.
And it is possible to roll a 0.
If you have
Well,
like a one, right?
Get a minus
Yeah, if you
one
have
for
a
its
negative to your initiative.
Yeah.
Caught picking your nose at the wrong time.
Mhm.
All right, who didn't get on here? Teve did not get on here.
I didn't make it on there either.
Malcolm did
Hush.
not make it on here. What did you guys roll?
20.
18.
All right, Chance.
Yeah,
You
I'm
start
gonna
the
hit him with
initiative.
another-
You have me on there twice instead of me and Malkov.
Hmm.
I was just going to enjoy having perfect hair for a moment.
As you should.
Vicky's frozen again.
It's so weird because I'm not showing up frozen to myself.
The only time you're not you don't freeze is when we're watching the dogs.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm sitting like this pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the internet knows. Oh, hey, there's a dog being shown. Let us make sure it is safe.
Yeah,
Right.
see, you're not frozen now because there's a dog behind you.
All right, Chance, what are you going to do?
Second fireball.
All right.
Firebolt. Quickly. That's an 18 to hit.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
And
You
that's
say
five.
fireball or firebolt?
No,
Bolt.
firebolt.
Yeah. I had the
I-
same thought, Arias.
I cannot.
It was not clear.
I don't care how big the room is. I said viable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't ask how big the. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everyone's dead. Good. Nope. All right. So.
Well, really, if you centered it on there, we would actually just be right outside of it. But
All right. So that's that, and assuming that we all walked through these spaces, I will just bonus action. Yeah, I'll bonus action teleport behind T.
Okay.
Hiding behind me?
Why not?
Rude.
That brings us to Teve.
That's my turn.
Teve is going to throw one of her many javelins that she picked up from the somewhere.
Okay.
Hmm.
At?
Please don't hit
Aiming,
me.
huh?
Please don't hit me.
Aiming for the crown, not like wants to like try to knock it off.
Okay.
What was that?
Yeah, you whiff.
Yeah.
That was a damage roll.
Yeah, it was.
No,
Yeah.
that was.
It was a damage
It says
roll. not a-
4 piercing damage.
Yep.
Oh, it does. Okay, sorry. Never mind. It's because I didn't actually mean to roll it.
That's an attack roll.
That's an attack roll. And that hits.
Do you want to take that damage?
And with that, it would hit the. You could hit the crown. So you just trying
Would
to
it
knock
knock
the crown
the crown?
off?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
And he becomes a goblin again.
Can I dash up and try to grab the crown from him?
Yeah.
I am. All right.
Well, you can't dash up. You could use your movement to get up there.
I mean, yes, that's what I mean. Run up and try to grab the crown before he grabs it and puts it back on.
Okay. You make it up there, and you make a grab for it. You get hold of it, and he's yelling for his bugbears to kill you.
Yeah, that's fine. Can I just stuff it in my bag?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that, and that's me.
All right, Malkov.
Go, Malcolm.
All right. I'm going to use my movement to come down here,
I'm never that dexterous.
and then I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at the bugbear that's down at the far end of the room from me. It's got a 60-foot range, so
Okay.
I'll be able to reach it there.
The one to the straight south of you.
Yes.
All right.
It's a 9.
9 does not hit, unfortunately.
All right. That's my turn.
Odd.
Well, I'm going to gain my sneak attack by going on the opposite side. And I will turn into a stabby tabby.
It's happening.
And where is it? Let's see what I roll. Ugh. 11.
11 does not hit.
I'm gonna try again with use my bonus to hit him with my dagger.
21 will hit.
And damage for that.
All right, with that, he drops.
Oof. Okay.
really,
That was a quick combat.
Yeah.
The bugbears rolled for shit.
Wow.
Well, we
Fair.
still have to see how they react to this when we get to them. So,
Well, the bugbears, once he's dead, they were paid,
Couldn't care less.
so they could care less.
Yeah, they are mercenaries.
Yes.
I'm going to then take the crown.
No, I've got the crown. The crown's in my bag.
That's right. Let's go give it to.
No, they didn't ask for it. They just wanted to take it off.
Oh, okay.
This is a magic crown. It goes
That's
to
a
the.
shrewd negotiator. All right.
I took care
I
of
mean-
that problem.
The problem is, are they going to believe that this is their leader now that the crown isn't on them?
Well,
I
they all
think they were
saw him
suspicious.
turn into. Oh no, they didn't.
The
did
bug?
they?
No, the goblins did not. Only the bugbears did.
No, but did the goblins know? My understanding is
We're
that
going to find
they.
out.
My understanding is that they knew Zek was a goblin the whole time, and that's why he wasn't himself.
Your understanding is correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was throwing the javelin, so we didn't necessarily have to kill the guy. But
Oh,
Yeah, that's a question. Are they going to be upset that we just, killed their
Killed him.
leader?
yeah,
Things happen.
oops.
Well, we will find
I think
all
they
of that
probably
out
have to
next week because
understand
we
that
have
he
run
would
over.
fight.
well,
All right.
our generous cleric, I could see running up and healing him.
Dead.
Yeah, I could do spare the dying.
Yes.
Good.
All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll just go up. All right, well, I don't even have to do spare the dying. I can just cast a.
Don't use a
Yeah,
spell if you don't.
could
have
heal. You could just heal him.
Yeah, I'll just heal him. I mean, really, there's no spare the dying will just stabilize him. It won't let him heal up.
Right.
It's like he's going to heal. If he's going to survive, he needs to heal. So I'll just go ahead and cast the lowest level. I'll just cast a cure wounds on him.
Waste.
I know.
Wasted.
There, he gets 9
Well.
points back.
All right.
Velkov doesn't know.
That's probably
Sure.
full health for him.
You heal the goblin, but you don't heal the dwarf to see if that could be a scientific experiment.
I'm just waiting for
That
Pelor.
wasn't he wasn't going to be a scientific experiment. And Pelor, okay, so Pelor is like the closest to like the Old Testament God around. He's all about that justice needed.
But inquiring Michaels wanted to know.
Yes.
I mean, me too. But I mean, if this were any other situation, I totally would. But
I don't know.
But we might get the chance to try it again.
All right, guys.
this is true.
We're going to end it here for tonight. We'll pick up here next week. We've run over. I'd like to thank everybody
Yep.
for watching. Hit like, subscribe if you enjoyed what we do. And as for us, that's it. We're out.
All right, talk to you later.
Later.
Nada.
Okay, we are off stream.